Okay, I think we're ready. I apologize. So, one of our goals here is to really encourage you in your own creativity and in your gifts and passions. And so, I think a really cool way to do that is to hear other people talk about what they do. And so, it's kind of like why we like to watch interviews online. I mean, I watch an embarrassing amount of interviews on YouTube. I won't name names. um, but I just think it's inspiring. So that's our goal. So we're going to kind of run through some questions here. And I'm going to do some introductions too, because everybody doesn't know everybody. So we have Riley Lord down here. She She's 17. She's a senior in high school, which is crazy when you see what she does. She's an artist. She's an author. She's incredible at drawing. You'll see that. And she's also written a book trilogy. Was anybody else writing book trilogies when they were 17? Like, I wasn't. And it's available on Amazon. She can show you at her table in the back. But we're super glad she's here. Ashlyn Bolding is here. She is a singer-songwriter. She's a worship leader. She does basically all kinds of writing, poetry, creative writing, spoken word. She has released a single already and also has more music on the way. So catalog files, save that one to your brain. We also have Josh Eason here in the middle. Josh's bio, we just don't have time to name all the creative things that he does, but I'm going to name several. He is a worship leader, singer-songwriter. He plays multiple instruments. He's a producer. He's a music instructor, speaker. He has Josh Eason Ministries, which he does a ton of things through. And he's currently filming a TV show that you can catch on YouTube, Message in the Music, which is a really cool premise too. Yeah, yeah, we'll just name the things he doesn't do, would be better. He has released 2 singles to date, and you can find those as well. Super talented, and yeah, I'm excited about this. So that's everybody. I think we're gonna probably focus on one person at a time, and then if we've got interjections from others, we can do that. So if it's okay, I'm gonna start with Riley. Is that good? Okay. So, and we all pass, do you have the mic? You good? Okay. Will you share with us kind of your creative journey, how you got started, and then where you are now?
So, I've always enjoyed drawing for as long as I can remember. I would make little doodles and stuff. I don't know how many sketchbooks filled with things from age 5 to now. But I really got started at around age 11, and I found this YouTube channel of realistic animal drawings, and I was like, ooh, I want to try that. So I started doing that, and then it kind of just expanded slowly. I went from animals to people. And now I've kind of weaned off the YouTube, and I like to come up with techniques myself and see how far I can go. And yeah, I make videos myself now. It's pretty fun.
That's awesome. Okay, so is that also how you would say that you found out you have a gift for drawing? How did you find out that you were like, hey, I'm pretty good at this?
Really, since it's always been a hobby, it never really stood out to me. The kind of time that I figured out that I had an ability for it was people's reactions to it. It went from, oh, wow, the little kid's drawing, to, oh, you know?
Yeah, that's legit. Yeah, that's awesome. That's a good answer. So we've got, each person on the panel has a table set up in the back, so you guys can, when we're done, you can see kind of more of what each person does. And Riley has some of her drawings in the back, and you can just see for yourself. But a couple of technical questions. So I don't know if y'all can see. Do you have enough to kind of show of the eye that you've done? So she's been obviously sketching up here the whole time. If you don't mind to show that, I know it's not, you can probably check it out when we're done too. But she's been up here doing just like an eye, the eye of a person the whole time that we've been up here. And it's crazy. It's like the detail is crazy. So I wanted her to answer a couple of technical questions. Do you always look at a photo or do you draw out of your head as well?
With the style of drawing I do, because I try and capture realism, I always look at a photo so I have that, so I can get the light in the eyes right, the proportions, the way the hair is flowing, that kind of thing. So I'm not really a mind drawer.
Okay, I keep forgetting the mic. Okay, so the element of realism is you kind of pulling from things that you're looking at, okay? How much time do you usually spend on one piece?
It usually varies from, like a portrait of a baby can take around 40 hours, but then it spans to the one in the back all the way up to over 100.
Wow, that's so cool. What do you do with the finished drawings a lot of times?
Sometimes I keep them for myself because I like to play around with different images, but I usually give them as gifts for with new babies in the family. I'll give those to somebody like as a surprise, or I do sell sometimes, so take orders, that kind of thing. I don't keep most of them.
That's cool. So, okay. What you're saying that you kind of gauge the reactions of people to get, to say, okay, well, maybe I'm on to something. What kind of reactions do you get when you give gifts to people?
It varies. Sometimes people are kind of just shocked and oh, and then others, I've seen people cry and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
I'm sure they do. All right, so maybe last thing for you. What would be your advice to young people about finding their passions and talents?
When it comes to art, never throw anything away. Because if you look at, say you fail a piece, you want to throw it away, you're mad at it, but if you say just put it in this box in the corner and don't look at it again, say you fail a piece 6 months from then, you can take the new one that you want to throw away and compare it to the old one and see how much you've grown. You can, maybe your eyes have developed insane amounts, and then maybe you still need a little work on the nose, but that way you can look back and really see you are making progress, because it's hard to see you making progress when all you keep is the good stuff.
I think we can be done. I think that was that's so insightful. Yeah, 17 years old. I don't think I've had a thought like that in my life. That's amazing. Thank you, Riley. Yeah, can enjoyed it. Yeah. Josh is leaving. You ready? Yeah.
Oh, good. To follow that up. Okay.
Riley did the best comment last on purpose.
Yeah.